The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The first carry now. This is Williams. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The numbers for Williams a week ago. 14 carries, 81 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. 20. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
To throw again is Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They just tell me all the time when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, gone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Lions at 3-11 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels, because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. Back to the running game with Swift.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first rushing touchdown of the year.
And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
On first down, Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands in.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
To throw is Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This one slung out to Williams.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 1st and 10, gone. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now gone.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Do you remember?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just a minute. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hands it off out of the gun.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a long run there in the end to top it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So out now come the Lions.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10.
At the 20. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Lions have regained the lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On second down, Williams.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Lions will take over.
We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and 2, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Wilson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ooh, what a move. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Wilson on first down.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Here's Gone. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and it brings up fourth. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 42. Here's Wilson. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
That'll go 7, and that'll bring up second down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll run on the draw. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now Goff on 1st down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball resting on the 9 on 3rd and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
This one swung out to Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Throwing is Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And a short. To the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. One last throw here for Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Wonder what if finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately...
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the doje, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The word in a panic, the women is stranded.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't.